Humid running stream, humid running stream. Let's talk about love. Woo. Haven't really sang it today. She stepped out of a dream into the bar right down the street. This isn't the right key. No, maybe it is the right key. She stepped out of a dream into the bar right down the street. She's an angel. Lick my butt. What's up, internet? Doing a running stream today. This is a great way to get me to run, to just like tag it along with the stream. Actually, isn't that something in Atomic Habits? He talks about habit pairing. This is not what I was planning on talking about, but yeah, I believe in that book he talks about if you have a habit that's hard to do or like you don't really want to do, pair it with a habit you do want to do. So, you know, I want to stream. It's like running is a little harder to get motivated to do sometimes. So if I say, well, I'm going to run while I stream, I get to pair the two habits together. Look at that. Stupid fresh wisdom from Danny Bauer at 11:51 on Tuesday. All right, I got to slow down, actually. I'm running too fast. I'm going to not be able to say any words here soon. What am I calling this? Love and forgiveness? Yes. We gonna get vulnerable today. Maybe. It's really humid. Holy crap. I'm out of shape and you can too, is a Evan Levine tune. Okay, let's get into it, Danny. So on Saturday, I hung out with my friend Cal. Shout out to Cal. And we were just talking about life and romance and all the things her and I talk about. She's great at getting really deep. And yeah, we were just like, you know, if you're tuning into my streams, you know that I'm going to say suffered, because it's funny. I suffered a heartbreak in February, and I've been doing a lot of self-discovery to explore and grow and learn from that. And I was telling Cal about how it's been like odd. Like I've asked out dozens of girls this year. Dozens, like maybe even close to 50, honestly. Just asked for phone numbers or whatever. And oh wow, that's a very cute dog. Hey, buddy. I've asked out dozens of girls, and like almost all of them have had a boyfriend. I suppose I think I've gotten 3 numbers and been on 1 date, and then asked out, 30 or 40 girls with phone number who say they have boyfriends. Now, whether or not they have them doesn't matter. The point is, there's something going on where I'm like, I believe in cosmic powers. I believe there's a metaphysical world beyond our world, and that most of what we see is just a mirror of ourselves. And I was talking with Cal about it, and we were kind of coming to this idea of like, maybe the reason all of the women I seem to be attracted to or asking out or whatever have boyfriends or say they have boyfriends just aren't available in some way is because I've been unavailable in a certain way. And just kind of like bringing to the surface, it's like bringing to the surface the ways in which I am still holding on to this past relationship with somebody who I don't even speak to anymore. And that it's like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, what if I'm not available? What if I'm dating a ghost? What if I'm committed to somebody who isn't in my life, who essentially doesn't exist? And yeah, just like being able to sit with that was like really helpful. And on Saturday night, I did some real forgiveness journaling where I just wrote in my journal, I was like, I forgive you, I release you, I wish the best for you. Holding on to you does not serve me, it does not serve you. I wish you the best. I hope your life is amazing, and and you get what you want out of life and have an amazing, beautiful life. And I wish that for myself too. And for as long as I'm holding on to this dead spirit, I'm holding myself back. I'm holding myself back from a abundant, overflowing love that could be. And just realizing, like, if anger and resentment bubbles to the surface, I have an opportunity to choose forgiveness and peace. When I feel resentful over things that happened freaking 7 months ago at this point, I can choose to say, I forgive you, I release you, and choose to find ways to be at peace with it. And now I will say, like, everything happens in its due time. And like, if you're suffering, like, give yourself the space to suffer and be sad. Like, it's okay. So it's really okay to feel sad or hurt. It's okay to feel wronged and feel unjust. If you don't let yourself feel that, it's going to show itself in some way. So I just want to say that it's okay with that. And there are conscious choices you can make to move forward. And for me, writing down my forgiveness and vocalizing it and being deliberate about it, it's really been transformative. And I see that we had a relationship without clear boundaries. We would say we were friends, but then it's always gray. Really always was. And I was never just looking for friendship. And as much as I tried to pretend like I was, because that's what she said she wanted, it never worked out that way. And it seemed like the more we would say we were just friends, the more romantically inclined things would get. And I couldn't handle that. I couldn't handle that confusion. And I'm seeing that I love myself enough now to not put myself in situations where the boundaries like that are so muddy. I've made a friend who has a boyfriend who is, she's very beautiful, and I really like her a lot. And she has a boyfriend. And we've had, since minute one of our friendship, there's been this clear boundary. Like, I'm not interested in trying to get in there and mess up her relationship. I'm interested in, if her relationship is supposed to work, like being a cheerleader for it working. And if it's not supposed to work, being a friend who can help her through that. And I do feel an attraction to her. And honestly, sometimes I feel her having a level of attraction to me, but there's a clear boundary. It's clear. We are friends. And like, that is like just such a stark contrast of what was before, where there wasn't a clear boundary. We were not clearly just friends. And I'm not the only one who saw that. And it wasn't working. And I didn't love myself enough to recognize that wasn't working. And now I do. And I'll just say that the journaling I did Saturday night was really, really empowering. Really, it's like, I talk about this a lot. There's like this thing that seems contradictory, but it's really not. Like, I love myself enough to let myself feel hurt if that's what's there, and let that come to the surface, and let that manifest in how it's going to manifest, maybe tears or, whatever it is. And I love myself enough to use my words, thoughts, and deeds to consciously create a reality for myself, and creating a reality where I forgive and release her opens the door for true love to come in, opens the door for me to be available enough for true love to come in. And, the universe, shit is cosmic and weird, guys. Here's a hot take. Throw away your dumb atheist worldview because it's not helping you. Sorry if that's offensive, but it's true. There is a cosmic reality. There's a metaphysical reality underneath what's going on here. And when you get in tune with it, you can start to move mountains. And I'm seeing that the universe has not let me ask somebody out who is available because I'm not available. I haven't been available. And I think I made a huge stride in loving myself and like really being content to just be me and not feel like I need to prove to her that I'm different or prove to the next person that I'm special or whatever, but just like, and not even prove anything to myself really, just like be and exist. It's like I don't have to go on a run so that I can like be a fucking alpha and get the girl. Like I'm just choosing to go on a run because it feels good. And I do want to look good physically, and I want to live a long, healthy life. And so for as much as I have control over that, because don't really have control over that all the way, you can get hit by a car tomorrow. Creating time to work out is a way to be in control of that. Not in control of that, to influence it. Yeah, and just like loving myself enough to just exist, forgiving myself for behaviors I had that were not serving me and not serving those around me, and forgiving those who behaved in a way that hurt me, even when I know they loved me. I know she loved me in whatever way she understood it, and it didn't work for me, and that's okay. And the way I loved her didn't work for her, and that's okay. Yeah, I think that wraps it up. I'm almost home. It is humid as balls today. So let me just get to my house. Give me like 8 seconds. It's right over there. Ooh, daddy. I wonder how much of the world has been filmed. Like this space has probably all been filmed. That's a wild thought, isn't it? All right. Well, that about wraps it up for me today. Hey, love and forgiveness. Forgive yourself for the times when you treated people you loved poorly, for the times you went against your values. Forgive others for the times they treated you poorly, for times when they went against their values. Understand that people are doing the best they can with the information given to them. And that, to me, helps me lead with compassion, helps me lead with love, and know that everything's going to be okay. You know, like I've said a bunch lately, the trees aren't going anywhere. They're just here. They're just chilling.
It's so crazy.
It can rain, it can snow, it can be sunny. There can be wars. There can be evil or incompetent government officials, and the trees don't care. They don't go anywhere. And the more I remember that, the more compassion I can have, the more I can love without expecting anything in return. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow.